ये तो सच है कि भगवान है। It is true that God exists. है मगर फिर भी अनजान है। But the many is unknown. धरती पे माँ बाप का उस विधाता की पहचान है। To everyone, however, he assumes two visible forms, mother and father. जन्मदाता है जो they give us birth. From them we received our names. We learned the lessons of life by simply sitting on their shoulders. There is no higher form of gratitude and duty than that service towards young folks.
सत्य है कि भगवान है मगर फिर भी अनजान है। धरती पे तो माँ बाप का सत्य है कि भगवान है। जन्मदाता है जो नाम जिनसे मिला, थाम कर जिनकी उंगली है बचपन चला। कंधे पर बैठ के जिनकी देखा जहाँ, जान झूठे मिला क्या बुरा क्या भला। उपकार है क्या कहें ये बताना आसान है। धरती पे रूप माँ बाप का इस विधाता की पहचान है। ये तो सत्य है कि भगवान है। जन्म देती है तो माटी से जग कहे, अपनी संतान में प्राण लोरिया हो तो पर सपने बनती नजर, नींद जुबारी अच्छी हर सुख पहने। ममता तेरी जो प्रभु आपके पास है। धरती पे तो माँ बाप का उसी भाषा की पहचान है। ये तो सत्य है कि भगवान है।
No, it's not.
श्री महाविष्णु भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। My beloved members of the family, members of the community, thank you for being here this morning, and thank you for supporting the family in the last few days and nights in the passing of the late father of the school. When Clint sent me the name, Bhaya's name is Dharamraj Arjoon. I never knew that. But I know him. As we all know him as Sparrow. I have known him many moons because of our ventures with my brother, the ex-member of parliament for this area. And so we had a little bits of interactions here and there. But his name is Dharamraj. Dharam refers to righteousness. We as Hindus belong to Sanatan Dharma. The word Sanatan means eternal or forever. And Dharma means righteous practice. And it includes absolutely every single thing that is associated with our lives. It's called Dharma. And that Dharma should take us to Sanatan, to the eternality, forever. But I ask you, my friends, what is forever? I remember some long time ago as a young fella, nothing is forever. And so true. Nothing is forever. But there is one thing that we ought to know that is forever. It's called Atman. Soul. Soul. The soul doesn't die. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verses 12 to 26 will tell you that his soul never dies. And we know that. I want to ask you one more thing, rhetorically. If I were to ask any person here, especially I like to ask the young people, my child, point heaven for me. Would you say, Baba? There? Good. And I said, my love, point earth for me. I said, Baba, there? Earth? I said, okay. Point hell for me. So you know heaven, you know earth. And if I ask you, where's hell? Ask yourself. Point hell. Where are you pointing? Where do you think you are? Where do you think you are? In heaven? On that note now, there are three lokas. Lokas mean world. There's what you call Swargalok, it means heaven. There's what you call Mrityulok, the word Mrit means death. Lok means world. So Mrityulok means the world of birth and death. That is called earth. Mrityulok is called earth. And there's one called Naraklok. Narak is hell. So you have the heaven, earth and hell. All of us, including our beloved Father, Dharamraj, we all wish heaven. Who here doesn't want heaven? I want heaven, you want heaven. Especially when you reach a certain kind of age in life and you're thinking, oh God, boy. I know when women ask me, what do you want? Heaven. Why? Because God says, I am in heaven. And we want to go to God, our maker. Sure. But heaven has another attribute in it which is important to know, and that is permanence. So we would say, may our beloved Father rest permanent, find permanent residence in thy kingdom of heaven. May he be forever in heaven. May he be in the embrace of Sri Krishna for heaven. For heaven is permanent. When you come on this earth, my friends, whether you come as a virus, a bacteria, a bat, a bird, a cow, a goat, a human, or a tree, or a plant, you will die. We will die. It means earth is temporary. And if even God forbid, but we do things in life that takes us to hell, it's also temporary. So the only permanent thing is the soul. The only permanent place is heaven, because God is there. We wish all ourselves and to find heaven. And how do we do that, my friends? Karma, our doings, brought us here. So karma will take us out of here. Karma is action. Good actions take us to heaven, and not so good one bring us on earth or in hell. So let us try. There's nothing we can do for our beloved Father. 1934, 35, 66, and 20, 86, and 5. Close to 91 years. When my mother passed, she was 90 years and 3 months. 90 years and 3 months. And very soon he will be 91. 2 months. 4 scores. 4 scores. And 10. Well, nice. I hope we can make that possible for ourselves. I would like to live to 90 years. Maybe. All of us want to live long. Bayaji was fortunate. I'm looking at this picture here. He looked like a star boy. He was a star boy. So, today we bid farewell to star boy. Dharamraj. The word Raj means sovereign, king. It also means great. The great one. Dharamraj is the one who practices his dharma in a sovereign way, who holds it firmly in his heart. We are all Dharamraj. We must all live firmly in God's grace. Live for eternality, for heaven. Practice your life that one day God will absorb you back into his creation, into his embrace. My friends, I say one more thing to you before I begin this ceremony. There's a song that we sing, and probably we'll sing a verse in it later on. Pinjhare ke panchi re, tera dardan jaane ko, tera Dad, you. Dada Johnny ko. Dada, fear. Johnny, to understand, to follow. No one here understands the way I feel now. No one understands the children. No one understands these children. 4 of you remaining. 3 remaining. The 3 children lost their mother. I was asking children last night 5 years ago. And now lost her father. No parents. No parents. And to know the children, the grandchildren would not have an Arjoon or Nana again. Nobody knows what they go through. So when I came last night to meet the family, I said, Clint, how are you going? Hey, not good. Where you go say? When you meet anybody here, this morning you came to this funeral, you meet anybody, and you say, how are you going? Where did they say? I'm good. You know why? It's not that they want to say, I'm going to back today. You know why they don't say it? Most times? Because the person who asking don't care. Most of us don't care. We just say, as a matter of formality, how are you going? And then when we meet the pundit, sometimes we say, Sitaram. Long time we say Sitaram Baba. Now, they don't even wait to say Sitaram, they say Sitram. Sitram. You see, Pinjare ke Panchi. Pinjare means caged. Panchi is the bird is caged. So we have a parrot home in a cage, Clint. And you get up in the morning, from 6 o'clock, that parrot starts to whistle out. We put a little cucumber and carrot and apple and thing for you, he good, and some seed, water. And he whistling until about 8 o'clock, then he go rest and start back to whistle 4:30 in the evening. You think the parrot happy? You think the parrot happy? But when we hear the whistle and he eats his food, we say he's happy. The bird in the cage is not happy. He whistles his song because there's nothing else he can do. He eats his food because he's hungry. The bird was never meant to be in the cage. What prevents the bird from doing what it is by nature meant to do? It was meant to fly the world and the universe. What prevents it from doing that? The cage. The soul was never meant to be here. The soul belongs in heaven to God. The soul is called Atma and God is called Paramatma. But the big one. God is the big one, big soul, if I can call it that. And we are the Atman. We are these little fellas. We are the spark of the divine. And that's why I was saying when we die, we wish to go back to the Paramatma, to heaven. What causes a soul to go back? When the body becomes broken. What causes the bird to be released? When the cage is broken. Then the bird will find its flight and go. And when death comes, this body becomes broken and the soul lives. This is our Pinjare ke Panchi. Then the soul will find its true form and makeup. May God rest Dharamraj's soul. 90 years is a long time. God would have blessed him. No man is perfect. None of us are perfect. The good book says those are without sin cast the first stone. None of us are perfect. But may we seek and aspire to perfection each and every day that we live. God's blessings. I will now take you through the sanskar. It will take us about 20 minutes. Then I invite immediate members of the family to join and to come and do arti or to put a flower as you wish. And then we will have other parts of the program which the family has designed. And eventually we want to leave here to find our place at the Mosquito Creek for final reposition of our beloved brother in the pyre, through the fire that will take him to God's kingdom. So join with me now. Our mantra is in Sanskrit. So I will explain one or two things to you. I will not be able to hold the microphone because I need my hands. But as much as I can use it, I will. God has blessed me, unlike Clint. God has blessed me with height and a big mouth. So I'll shout. And I'm tall so you can see me. And we can do this ceremony beautifully. Sometimes when I do funeral, very few family, very few funeral I do, it's a sad occasion. The majority of funeral I do, 95%, I try to make it what it is. It's a funeral, we're sending Dad off. Thank you for him. Not that he's gone, not that what happened to him, but the fact that he happened. He happened for 90 years, almost 91 years, he happened. And we are thankful for that. Let us give thanks and praises to God this day as we bring closure to his life and times.
ओम अपवित्र पवित्रो व सर्वा हस्तान्वितुतीवः यः स्मरेण पुण्डरीकाक्षः सभाय अभ्यन्तर शुचि श्री विष्णु नमस्कारं समर्पयामि। माधवाय नमः। ओम श्री केशवाय नमः। ओम श्री नारायणाय नमः। नमस्कारं समर्पयामि। शरीर कलदानं प्रतिगृहतां विष्णवे नमः। गोविंदाय नमो नमः। परमात्माय नमो नमः। ओम श्री इदं श्री मंगलम खंडचंदनम बंधिते नित्यं सर्वपापकनाशनं खंडचंदनं दानं समर्पयामि। ओम कुस्मले स्थितो ब्रह्मा कुस्मध्ये जनार्दनः कुशाग्रकर देवो शंकर देवो कुशौ स्तुतं नमस्कारं समर्पयामि।
My beloved friends, we now perform one or two things to prepare ourselves. Mantra says, Om apavitra pavitra va sarva bhastangitupiva yah smarita pundarikaksha sabhaya bhantara suchis Vishnu. Oh God, apavitra. Pavit means apavit, impure. So the folks, the children who say Om apavitra, God wash away the impurities. Pavitrova, purifying as I sip this water in body, mind and intellect. Sarva means all that was put together and prepared for our Antyeshti Sanskar. This funeral rite in Sanskrit is called Antyeshti. It's part of the Sanskar. There are 16. It is the final one. This is called Antyeshti. Antyeshti doesn't mean final. Antyeshti is the funeral rites. So it's a Sanskar. Antyeshti Sanskar. So, and they prepare themselves. Sharira Karadan, and the children are saying, God bless me with health and strength that I can do my duty to my father today. And then they put on a ring, Kusmule Stito Brahma. Kusmuli, moving root. Just as you root up the plant firmly or the grass firmly into the ground, principles in life, my children, hold you firmly into the ground. So when you wear that ring in your finger, you commit yourself to principles in life. And that's nice. What you're doing here is a principle. It's your duty to your father or grandfather, to your uncle or whatever, however you would see them. That principle is important, right? So we wear that ring. And so my friends, I now take you through our recitation. It's called Sankalp. Sankalp means declaration. When we do Sankalp, my friends, we take the year. Those of you who are on my broadcast list would have gotten a message on February 4th and I gave you all the dates for the entire year. And I told you that this year called 2081. We're in the Hindu year 2081. 2081. We are 57 years ahead of the English calendar, Gregorian calendar, which is 2025. Our year would come to an end at 6:56 a.m. on the 29th of this month, March. It's Old Year's Day, and 6:57 is New Year's for us. New Year's Day is March 29th. It's also called the beginning of Navratri. We name our years, and this year is called Pingala. The month that we're in is March in English, but the month in Sanskrit is called Chaita. Chaita Mas. Chait only started yesterday. Yesterday was what day? Holy.
begins the month of Chet. This was the first day, it is the second day in the month of Chet. And it's on this day, this year, the sun from January 14th is called Makar Sankranti. Makar means Capricorn, and Sankranti means to enter into. The sun moves for 6 months northward. As we know, the sun doesn't move, we move, but we would say the sun moves from east to west. We really moved. We see the sun is moving 6 months northward. We are moving. That is called Uttar Arayani. Really auspicious time, very auspicious time when the soul leaves the earth. This is written in Bhagavad Gita. In Uttar Arayani, it will go until June. Then the sun will move Dakshin Arayani southward. So really a fantastic time for our beloved brother Dharamraj. And my friends, let us make our personal prayer. Every time I stand before a congregation, I know there are people of Hindu stock, there are people of Muslim stock, there are people of Christian stock, Buddhists, and whatever you believe in. So I call on everyone, whether you see God as Krishna or Durga or Hanuman or Jesus or Buddha or Allah, God is love. And if you don't have love, you don't have God. So call the God that you know, however you see God, and for 1.5 minutes pray with the family and pray with me. Whenever you begin a prayer, I always say pray for yourself first. You must always say, God, thank you for me. I'm alive today. And God, thank you for whatever. But today we join with this family who are in bereavement, in sadness. So we pray for the blessings of the folks. We pray for the blessings of the soul of the Father. And may he rejoice in thy kingdom, make his way. And in my sermon this morning, I'll talk a little bit about the soul and what happens, and some myth. You know, myth, misconception, misinformation about the soul. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But there are many misconceptions. But let us now join in a moment of prayer. Heart jod karo bhagwan ke dhyan. Heart means hand. Jod karo. However you pray. If you pray with your eyes closed, eyes open. Hands clasped or hands not clasped, doesn't matter. But make a prayer. And always begin that prayer with yourself. Thank you, God, for me. Father, I thank you, Lord, gracious Lord, for the gift and blessings that this day has brought. Thank you for the gift of life, for the blessings of yet another day in life. For the opportunity this morning, having arisen from sleep, I was able to place my feet from the bed onto the ground and receive the energy of Mother Earth. Father, I thank you. As I open my eyes, only to behold the beauty of your creation. And my ears tuned in to the sounds of my loved ones, and the voices of my loved ones. Maybe the chirping bird and the whistling wind I could hear. I thank you, dear God, for the opportunity to have my daily bread, food, water, shelter, and clothing. I thank you for the many opportunities that you bestowed. Some I took, some I didn't. But we are not a people who cry over spilt milk. What is gone is water under the bridge. I can only configure and redefine a greater tomorrow. Father, I thank you for the opportunity to join this morning with the Arjoon family in paying tribute to their late father, Dharamraj. May his soul rejoice in thy kingdom. May you be kind, lenient, and merciful unto his soul. And dear God, we thank you for the opportunity to pray at your feet. Namaskaram Sankalpam Kuriyat. I have a wish, and may that wish come to pass. Om Sri Vishnu Hu, Om Namah Paramatmane, Sri Puran Purushottama, Adhya Shri Brahmanoni Vichaparade, Shvetavada Hakalpe, Kalivasataman Vantare, Ashtavinchuritame, Kaliyugi Kalipratam Charani, Bholoke Jambut Pipe, Bhauravatare Muknam Samvatsare. Samvat means year. When the Pingala 2081, Pingala Samvat, the month is Chaitamas. Chaitamasi, when the dark fortnight, Krishan Pakshi, to is the second day. Dutya Tithi, Tithi means day, Dutya means second day. Suryanarayan city, the sun is situated in Uttar Arayan northward, moving northward. Chandra Sthite, Yatha Rashi, wherever this Rashi is, that the sun is, there are 12 of them. Pujanam Samarpyami. This is a puja that we are going to do. A funeral, my friends, is called Shav Puja. Shav Pujanam Namaskaram, and I bow to you, my dear Lord, Jiva Atma Shanti Kalyanam. This puja is meant for the Jiva, the life, and Atma means soul. Shanti means peace, Kalyan means happy. May it find eternal peace and happiness in the hereafter. Adi Shakti Pujan Parivar. This puja is also meant, this prayer, for the family. Parivar means family. They are hurting, they're in bereavement, they have cried. But we wish them strength and courage to face the next few days again, the next few weeks and months ahead, until they can restore their confidence and get their footing back in life. Salutations to my good Lord. We ask this in your most magnificent name. Prem Subhalo Krishna Chan Bhagavane ki. Jai means to praise God. Good. So my beloved friends, the first offering, the son, name for son is called Putra. Mean he offered water and one nice one peak. So the son offered water and he says, Sarva Papa Haram Divya Gangayam Dharamraj Jalam. Sarva means all, Papa means mistakes. You know, I don't like to use the word sins. Mistakes. We make mistakes in life. Sometimes to be a little bit more politically correct, I say that which has disfavored God. So whatever we have done that disfavored God, that is called Papa in Sanskrit. It means mistakes or sins. So haram means to take away. So you're saying, God, may you kindly take away these sins. Forgive Dharamraj for his mistakes, errors, sins and shortcomings. And that's the first thing. Then, the son put a tika. This is called tika, not tika. Tika. Tika comes from the Sanskrit with tilak or tilakam, which means the mark of honor. You see, like I have one. So when he put that, he says, Mangalam Khanda Chandanam. They were Chanda, you know. Chanda. Chanda means the shine. Chanda means silver. And Chanda also refers to the moon. So he says, may he shine. So the son and the children are asking, may the soul of my father shine. And oftentimes I would say to folks, you must always stand up and be counted. You must shine in the eyes of God. The good books also say many are called, few are chosen. You must be among the chosen. Because if you're not among the chosen, you're backward. In Bhojpuri, we say, Labhesar. Labhesar. You must be, believe, have confidence. So Mangalam Khanda Chandanam, you must shine out in the eyes of God. Be good at what you do. Be good at what you do. You're a student, be the best student. You're a dad, be the best dad in the world. Mangalam Khanda Chandanam Bandhiti Nityam Sarva Papa Karnashanam. Then we give perfume. Yeah, perfume. And oftentimes I ask folks, what does perfume mean? You know, all of us got up this morning and you put perfume. You see what Clint offering there? We said, I puja perfume. It has no puja perfume. It's a perfume. In our puja, you could use Victoria's Secret and Old Spice and things. You know. But what does perfume do? You got up this morning, you take a shower and you prepare yourself to come to the funeral and you spray some perfume and so forth and you feel it makes you feel good. It smells nice, it lifts your spirit, it has a positive effect. So may you always have a positive effect on yourself. And then you came and you sat down next to somebody and they say, hey, We're wearing. So I am wearing eternity. So you have an effect on others. You must always have a positive effect on others as well. And charity begins at home. So you have a good effect as a person, that person is a father, and you must have a good effect on your wife. And vice versa. You must have a good effect on your children. You must have a good effect on your neighbors. That's what perfume means in a puja. Then we give a mala. Mala. A new mantra says, Maladini Sugandini. Su is a prefix in Sanskrit, means that which is associated with. Gandha means sweet fragrant. Sugandini, Malatyadi, Nivai Prabhu. God is not concerned with the scent and color and beauty of our flower. God wishes the beauty of the heart that gives the flower, not the flower. So always look at that. Don't measure yourself with things of the world. My neighbor and Jandi high like the roof. Them better than you? Them better than you? Never measure yourself with anybody else's yardstick. God says, I judge you not by what your hands bring to me. I judge you by what your heart brings to me. Because when you put your head on your pillow 10, 11 o'clock in the night and you're going to sleep and you do this, what do you have? Nothing. God really wants nothing but the soundness and the beauty of your heart. Make your prayer before you sleep. Give thanks and praises to God, because you never know if you'd see the sun tomorrow. Then we do arti. Keep yours. Arti. So, when you're offering arti, Yam Dware Mahagore, Yam is the god of death. Sometimes non-Hindus and people who don't understand say we have 50 God and 2 God and 12 God and 79 God. We have one God. Yam Dware Mahagore Deepadanam Maya Dete Tavo Patishkatam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam. Yam, God of death. Dwar means door. Yam Dware Mahagore. Deepa means light. Like Deepavali. Deepa, Dhanam means to give unconditionally. I give this light unconditionally because the soul of our beloved Father is at your door. We didn't say enter into the door, we say at the door. Yam Dwari Mahagori Deepam Samarpayami, Jivatma Shanti Kalyana. Maladini Sugandini Malatyadini Prabhu. Sugandini Malatyadini Prabhu. Maya Pradhan Pujanta Pushpani and Artis. Om Shri Yamdwari Mahagori Deepadanam Mayadi Deepadanam Deepadanam Charanam Samarpitam. Yamdwari Mahagori Deepam Samarpitam. Om Shri Yamdwari Mahagori Deepam Samarpitam. Mahagori Deepadanam Maya Dete Tavo Patishtatam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam Namaskaram Samarpayami Mahakrishinchan Bhagwan Samarpayami Yamraj Pujanam Idam Shri Shav Pujanam Samarpayami Namaskar Prati Grihatam. Om Shri And my beloved friends, I was telling you what the arti means. She says, Yam Dwari Mahagori. All of us, every person here, one day will have to go to God's door. We'll have to go to God's door. When you go to God's door, we'll knock. God is me. And God would open the door and look at you. He says, me? Who is you? He says, my name is Karnesh. Karnesh, you're not praying anything. How many are you? You see? Oh, you might recognize and say, wow, welcome home. He says, God, I want to come into heaven. He says, come into heaven, hold on. And he goes and he checks your record. And he says, child, you have 97 pages are good. And you have 3 pages are bad. Welcome. Or you might say, child, you have 97 pages are bad. And only 3 pages are good. Walk down there, you will say, next door, knock there. You have 2 doors. One is heaven and one is. Not everybody is going to heaven. All we wish and pray and ask is not the pundit who make this fellow go in heaven. Cut him out. Your own action. Okay? Doctor said, आप लोग खड़े हो जाएं. Those who can stand, please stand with me. And those who need to sit, please sit. Not a problem at all. No disrespect. If you need to sit, sit. But who can stand, stand with me. And let us offer now the arti. And there's a little bhajan that you can all sing. Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyon ko dukh dur kare. Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyon ko dukh dur kare. Jab char taraf andhiyara ho, आशा का दूर किनारा हो. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो. और कोई न केवल हारा हो, और कोई न केवल हारा हो. फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो. श्री दुखियों को जय. श्री दुखियों को दुख दूर कर. जय Krishna. Jai means the praise. I praise that Krishna. Jai Krishna is Sri. Sri means noble. And that noble and magnificent God of the heaven, Sri Krishna, the Dukhiyon ko, who takes away my dukha, misery. Who takes away my miseries. Dukhiyon ko dukh dur kare. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो. और कोई न केवल हारा हो, और कोई न केवल हारा हो. फिर तू ही बेड़ा. जय कृष्ण हरे श्री. दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. Let's keep standing for one more minute, my friends. We offer pinda. 5 pinda is offered in a funeral service. We offer the first of the 5. Pinda is a rice ball. It's a rice ball. So, Thakurji will now give pinda. ओम श्री पिंड परिधानम मया देते तवो प्रतिष्ठताम विष्णु चरणम समर्पितम. प्रथम the first pinda of 5. पिंड परिधान हितास्ते नमस्कार मया देते तवो प्रतिष्ठताम विष्णु चरणम समर्पितम. ओमिदं श्री यं द्वारि महागौरे दीपं समर्पयामि यं द्वारि महागौरे दीपदानमया देते तवोपतिष्ठता विष्णुचरणं समर्पितम्। प्रेम से बोलो कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। प्लीज हैव सीट्स।
So my folks, we have done this part of it. Can I now ask immediate members of the family, so other children, grandchildren, in-laws, who wish to offer mala and flowers and auntie, please come. So when we do a funeral, my friends, we book at 10. So who needs to come and offer a flower? Get up and come. Pick up flower, children. मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारी द्वार तुम्हारी मन ही मन शर्मा मेरी चादर ओढ़ के कैसे मेरी चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारी द्वार तुम्हारी just mentioned that द्वार तुम्हारी means I'll come तुम्हारी I'll come at your door one day. And I pray, Lord, that I will find my way through that door to come to heaven. I hope I qualified for that. Hey, Pavan Parameshwar Meri. Hey, Pavan Parameshwar Meri. Parameshwar. Great God. Meri, you are my great God. And who else can I turn to? Mani Mana Sharma. Meri Chadar. द्वार तुम्हारे आओ द्वार तुम्हारी आओ हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे मन ही मन को जग में भेजा, देकर निर्मल काया, आकर के संसार आकर के संसार में मैंने इसको दाग लगाया, जन्म जन्म की मैली चादर कैसे दाग चढ़ाऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारी आओ, द्वार तुम्हारे आओ, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी, मन ही मन शर्मा. Man means mind. Man hi man sharma means happy. What makes the mind happy? What makes the mind happy? And if you ask the children and the grandchildren here, what makes you happy? Papa, how would you be happy? No father, grandmother died. Well, yeah. But at some point in time, since he died, one of you would have said, you know, I'm happy for Papa. When he go heaven, I'm happy lived a long life. He didn't suffer too much. You know? Like that. So there's happiness even in sadness at times. So be mindful, and sometimes, you know, under emotional pressure, it's difficult to really put it together. But God is love. God is love. मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारी आऊं, द्वार तुम्हारी आऊं, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी, मन ही मन शर्मा. You must always make your mind happy, children. You get up in the morning, you might have a nice breakfast, or sometimes you might have none. Sometimes it might be an extravagant food, sometimes it might be a simple one. But be happy that you could get up and eat. What you eat is irrelevant in a sense, but be happy. You see? Because there are those who get up in the morning, sometimes husband get up, and the first thing they're watching, they girl to cook pumpkin again. He will say thank you, I'm living. You know? Yes. He never gives praise to God, give thanks to God. My friends, those who wish to offer for the arti, another opportunity will come later on. So at this time, I ask you to hold your seats. And later on, we have a viewer again, and you can come and do the needful, right? Not a problem at all. Yeah. Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita. And wherever I go, I often remind my Hindu stuff, my Hindu brothers and sisters, the word is not Bhagavad Gita. The word is Bhagavad, fast, Bhagavad Gita. Don't say Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad, that which is spoken by. Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Sri Krishna. It's the gospel of God, the gospel on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. This Gita was spoken. It's part of the Mahabharata. It's part of the Mahabharata. 700 verses divided into 18 chapters. So when you say Bhagavad Gita, Gita means like song of praise. So Bhagavad Gita is song of praise spoken by God. But when you say Bhagavad, when you extend the R, you get Bhagavad. It means spoken of. So there's a book called the Bhagavad Puran. It speaks of Krishna. But Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Krishna. Big difference. So say Bhagavad Gita next time. 18th chapter. There are 18 names of Bhagavad Gita. Gita, Ganga, Gayatri, Sita, Satya, Saraswati, Brahmavidya, Brahmabehini, Trisandhya Mukta Gehini, Ardhamatra, Chidanandi, Bhavagani, Hayanashini.
Chira, Para, Ananta, Tattva Jnana Manjari. Those are the 18 names of Bhagavad Gita. You know, sometimes when I go, Baba would go wherever Baba, whosoever Baba, and they do a little prayer and say two things. Some people they say, oh Baba, you well know. You think I gave this morning and learned that? Huh? Months and years. This year's 38 years I'm a pundit. But I never spend whole day reading or learning. 5 minutes a day, 2 minutes a day. And that's all it takes. If you take Sanskrit, 5 minutes a day, I guarantee anybody here, in 6 months you're reading. You're reading. So 5 minutes a day, I don't ever go find that now. Maybe if I take up the hour and talk with Jennifer and talk to she 55 minutes instead, I will get 5 minutes. You want to learn a song? Meli chadar odh ke kaise. You think I get this one a little? I'll go online. I just read it because I can read Sanskrit and Hindi. I'll correct it. Because not when you put online is always be correct, right? I will correct it and print it. When I print it, I put on my thing on the song and I play in the song and I learn it. Mate kar to abhiman re bande, jhoti teri shan re, mate kar to abhiman. You see? And so I sing it 2 times today, 1 time tomorrow, next weekend I funeral, 1 day in our prayers, and whatever, and I learn the thing. But we want to get up and say, let me listen to Marshall Montano party. And Beyonce, and Shakira, and Rihanna. And you expect to get up when you have 14 years and sing Pinjade Ke Panchi? How you think you just learn? How you think you will maintain the dharma? This year, May 30th, we celebrate 180 years of Indian arrival, Indian transmigration from motherland India to Trinidad. And without a doubt in my mind, and without anyone contradicting me, I can tell you that we are the only people in this land who maintain their dharma. Who maintain their dharma. 180 years, I could stand before you and sing a bhajan. Recite Sanskrit mantras. Do a funeral as the better than India. Do puja. When you do wedding, we maintain our outfit. We say Sitaram, Namaskar, Namaste, Bandigi Sahib. We have maintained. Look at these fellas with the kurtan thing. That is what we have done for 180 years. Which other in this land do you know have done that? None. I am proud. And you must be proud. And I'm not speaking of Hinduism. Huh? When we came here, it's not only Hindus come. There were Christians and Muslims and all kinds of mix. But we have maintained our traditions. I don't know if some of you remember. Ones like old like me or probably older than me. Long time when you go to school and you eat roti. You have to hide in the bag and eat it. Because sometimes when we eat roti, they call it kuli. Today roti is a delicacy in every land in this earth. I had a chela who went for their honeymoon in Iceland. And they have roti in Iceland. Today we maintain our culinary culture. We meet each other and we say, Sitaram. I am proud. I'm proud of bhajans. Yesterday you'd see many schools across the land celebrating Phagwa, Holi. Holi is one of the biggest festivals in India. It's bigger than Diwali. In our country, Diwali is the biggest one. These days, when you're telling people, well, Diwali week coming up, all of us fast a week. I go there. God gave 365 days in the year. To fast 7 days hard. Like you go shrivel and fast. 1 week to fast. I go to funeral. And I stand out there. Like how I stand for them fellas. Me and Clint was 2 feet apart. And you're smelling alcohol in the man's breath. And he doing the father and mother funeral. When I speak of these things, Pandit Kanrish is talk harsh. We might talk to a wall or a tree. These are realities. And why I bring them up? Because we must continue this dharma for next 180 years. And 1,000 years after that. Because we are great people. We have come from great stock. I was just telling these children here, there's a difference between the word preta and pitra. When the soul is lifted out of the body by the god of death and is dut means angel. So Yamraj is god of death and the angels are called Yamdut. So he sends the Yamdut and they lift the soul, and that's when someone dies. That's when someone dies, when the soul is lifted out. And until one Hindu calendar year, a Hindu calendar year, my children, there's only one exception, but generally a rule of thumb, a Hindu calendar year is approximately 11 days shorter than the English year. There's only one exception, it's called Adhik Mas. It comes every 3 years. So you must have that idea. Until that time, and you do what is called Uttam Shodhashi. Uttam means final, the final rites for power. The one, what you call it 1 year. Then the soul attains the status of Pitra. Until such time, it's called Preta. Preta means what? Transitionary soul. It's transitioning, it's moving along, it's going to travel. Soul never dies. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 12 to 26 will tell you how the soul doesn't die. The soul lives on. Just like a man who change out dirty clothes and put on new ones. Death will come and the soul gets a new body. It doesn't get a new body immediate. It has to travel for 1 year. So one of the myths and the little, and I mention this because sometimes you teach our little children this thing. You know, long time when you grow up, you have, don't go there, you have babu. And long time, I don't know if all your fellas and things, don't point the horse. You see that's horse there? Your finger go rot. And lunchtime they have babu. And boot. And mama pass away. And about 2 months after mama death, you see a butterfly come and you go, look, mama come back. Mama you come back. You know, nothing like that. And we must stop teaching our children those kinds of things. Our dharma is a scientific religion. That's why I can tell you the mantras. Maladini, Sugandhani, Malatya. Mala means a garland. Sugandha, Su is that which is associated with Gandha means sweet fragrance. Malatyadini, why Prabhu, just have no concern and care of God, what color flower, what fragrant flower you give. It's a science. When you offer the arti, them fellas say, Yam Dwari Maha, Yam is the god of death, Dwari means door. All of us will have to go to the door of the god of death one day and account for ourselves. So you mustn't think this kind of Simidini and Babu and Bhoot. And what's the next one? Baba, you go check the book now. I know I just want to confirm it in the book. My neighbor doing something. And you have them running on Delay Road by Obiaman. I just coming through Berry Tree Estate. And 19 of them packed on the one in wheelchair. A man with foot can't walk. They must face reality. Face reality. If Obia is to walk, I gotta be the biggest Obia man. 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, I think I gotta be driving Rolls Royce by now. But I know that is stupidity. There are those who believe in that kind of thing. Never put your energy in that. So the child ain't doing good in school. Don't come by the Baba and say, Baba, my neighbor do the child something. See the child, Mama Gain. Because you have children now opening the book and they had a phone right inside there and they text away Richard and all of them and pretend they're studying. And you seke in roti and give them to eat. My beta well studying, he go come big. That time he getting dance. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 5. Udhare Atma Atmana. Udhare. Lift. Atman. Atman is soul, but Atman, the soul gives life. So Udhare Atman here can mean life too. But the word is repeated. So it says Udhare Atma Atmana. Take yourself and lift yourself. I could come and do our prayers. I could tell you, son, you go behave and think a little bit. You go, son, you go must pray. Son, you must study a book. You can take the horse to the well, but you can't make him drink. You have to do that. It takes 8 seconds to read a verse in Bhagavad Gita. Do you have 8 seconds? 7, 8, 56. In 56 seconds, 1 minute, basically, you could read 7 verses in Bhagavad Gita. Ah, busy boy! When you went up, busy doing what? Do you know? I'm going to tell you. Busy making an excuse. And you'll always have an excuse. Very simple thing. Take yourself and lift yourself. In my Mandir, 3.5 years now, we have aerobics class 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 9 to 10. Me teach my aerobics. I have somebody come teach. But I put it in the morning because there's a chance for women who are home. Not the working woman who has to go to work. There's an evening class as well. Not in my Monday, we do the morning one. So women can come and do a little bit. On a good day, there's 15 of them. And you have about 5,000 of them living around me. Baba, you go carry my knee. Baba, oh God, I tell you, I get dizzy. But come now. And exercise a little bit. On Wednesday evening, 4:30 to 6, we have meditation and yoga. On a good day, I have 20. And you have about 20,000 living around me. Those of you on my WhatsApp chat, I have a broadcast with about 1,500 people. And I sent a message to you. I've got a message to me in January. I wanted to start 5 classes at the Mandir. Kathak dance, and Hindi Sanskrit, Ramayana and Gita class, and 2 others, which I can't remember. I wanted to start February 1st. Son, the fellow will teach you Kathak dance from India, Dr. Rakesh Prabhakar. He said, Baba, get at least 10 of them now. They're going to make my work to come down. 5 hours and teach him. I can't get 4. Hindi Sanskrit class, 2. The Ramayana and Gita, 3. Who want to learn? Then we go make excuse now, Baba. Well, my godfather, he dead now. He never teach me like how you just say, and Baba, and Baba, and Baba. Baba. When you make an effort to learn, to reach a class. Udharit Atma Atmanam. Take the opportunity to lift yourself. Na Atmanam Vasade. Na Atmanam. Do not take your energy, your life, and your body, your spirit of Asadin to fall. To bring yourself down. To bring yourself down. I urge everyone sitting here, to learn something. If you take a guitar, and then there are online classes online, free, and you just go and strum 5 minutes today, 5 minutes tomorrow, 5 minutes. In 1 year, 365 days, you're strumming the guitar for 5 minutes. You're going to be a guitarist. You can learn tabla 15 minutes every other day. You can learn a bhajan in 10 minutes. You can learn that in 10 minutes. Mahamritu Jai Mantra, Trayambaka Mein Jap, you can learn that in 10 minutes. Let me show you last thing, a couple of more things. Do anybody know how many steps in a puja? 16. Sure, that's upachar. Sure, that means 16. That's 16 offering. When you offer the flowers, the water, the tika, this, that, perfume, incense stick, arti, those are the 16 of them, right? You know how much in a funeral? 6. You gave her flower, water, tika, perfume, arti, pinda. That was it. Everything that you wanted to do for Papa was in this area. 1, 2. Water, flowers, arti, perfume, and I know. That is what we leave this earth with. The simplest and shortest puja is a funeral. That is what our life amounts to. The rest of it is for us to have. Make good of it, my friends. Make good. Enjoy yourself. Please enjoy yourself. And you have a way to enjoy yourself. You don't even enjoy, you say yourself, but you just enjoy others too. When you're a family, you must be part of the family. Sometimes, I remember a couple came for counseling, and the lady said, Baba, you must tell him laugh a little bit more with me and think now. So, she said, either they like crapo when they swell up. And vice versa too, you know. Husband and wife living together 10 and 15 and 25 years and things. They just smile once a week. When I ask couples sometimes, I said, do you all communicate and talk and so? Yeah. You go pay the light bill and bring bread, and I had to go negotiate, and the tire gone down, and the thing, and the light fall long, and the dashboard, and that way we talk about. When I ask husband sometimes, I say, what's your wife's favorite color? You know, but Oman like pink. Then he answer. I do a funeral once, and the daughter telling me, Baba, I used to come and see mommy, and she's the talk and things like that, and she tell me, you see the greens are already like gold and things, she do what that when she burn to cremate and things. And the next daughter come and Baba, are they talking to mommy and thing, are they being Kareli that day? And she tell me the pink one with the silver so, you put on that. 2 of them lie. They never talk to their mother. Because all they studying whom I go get the bera. You must learn to talk with people. Dialogue with people. Charity begins at home. Ask your wife how you're doing, my love. You come from work and think, darling, how this morning I left you had a headache. Are you okay? Send a little text machine in between. You know? Your son, child come from school, hug up your child. How was your day in school? Sit around. Compliment people. Good job. Good job. Well done. A pat on the back. Because we have come from a people who denigrate people. We put them down. Hurt their feelings. Rather than lift their spirit. So my friends, charity begins at home. I have 5 more minutes of my sermon, but I want to end later on. And I'll just talk about those 5 minutes. In the meantime, my friends, I want to ask my beloved brother that there might be one or two tributes, not the origins, tributes. If anybody have anything specific. Would there be anybody who would want to come and say something? You know, sing a bhajan maybe, or say a few words. Don't come and bring no broadcasting here, long thing. You want 2 minutes. If anybody want to come and say anything, come and join and pay your tributes to the departed and to the family. You want to sing a song, you're most welcome. Do those things. I invite anyone now. Time, everybody. There's somebody who do something. Yeah, do you want to say something? No. Say something. Would anybody else wish? I see a sister. Sister is coming. You as well? Okay, another sister will join us. So let me just ask.
Good afternoon. Good morning still, and Sitaram everybody, Sitaram Baba. For those who don't me, I am this boy mother, his new mom. My name is Sparrow. I am Sparrow. Sparrow is my brother-in-law. I have been in this family for the past 50-something years. And my husband, most of you who don't know, his name was Tim. And I came here, he was my photographer for my wedding. And I had a very wonderful time with this family. And what I came to say here today, it was always 6 of us. I am the only one standing here. And I had a wonderful time with this family. When I came here, they never treated me like a sister-in-law. They told me I'm their baby sister. And they treated me very nice, and my nephew always here with me. And today, I pay tribute to my brother, and let him rest in peace. Maybe someday I will join them on that golden show, and there will be 6 of us again. Thank you very much.
Sorry about that just now. दौलत के जूते
झूठे नशे में हो चूर, गरीबों की दुनिया से रहते हो दूर। अजीब एक दिन ऐसा आएगा जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। माटी ही और न माटी बिछावन, माटी के तन बन जाएगा जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। ऊंचे आसमान से भी ऊंचा तेरा है, पर कभी सोचा नहीं गिनती किसे सांस है। इसकी तू हिसाब कर अंगूठी उंगली पे धर, कितना कर्ज करा बहा बलाएंगे, कितना तू लहा रहा बलाएंगे। बलाए के पल रह जाएगा जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। माटी ही और न माटी बिछावन, माटी के तन बन जाएगा जब माटी के तब मिल जाएगा। दौलत के जूते नशे में हो चूर, गरीबों की दुनिया से रहते हो दूर। अजीब एक दिन ऐसा आएगा जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Panditji. Sitaram, good morning to all. For those of you who don't know me, and that might be very few people here, I'm Clint's cousin, the niece of Mr. Dharamraj Arjoon. My father was his eldest brother. I'll just take a bit of notes a while. First, I'd like to extend on behalf of my family, my siblings, and myself, I'd like to extend heartfelt condolences to members of this family, immediate members, extended family members, and all those who are near and dear to my kaka, as we used to call him. Now, another limb of our family tree has fallen. That means he was the last surviving one among his siblings. It also means more to all of us. Clint, my brothers, sisters, it means that we are older now. We are the ones who have moved one step further up that tree. Last night I was talking to some ladies, and we no longer fall in the adult category. We fall in the senior citizen category. And we may laugh, we enjoy certain benefits as well coming from that, right? Time like this is when we reminisce about our experiences with the bereaved and with the deceased and the bereaved family in years gone by. And many wonderful memories would surface. And today I'd just like to share with you, Pandit gave us 2 minutes, so I wouldn't be too long. But it would be remiss of me if I don't come here and pay tribute to my uncle and share those memories with you all. Uncle Sparrow, which I later called him instead of Kaka, was one of the most ambitious person I have ever come across. And with that drive, he was able to make life comfortable for himself, his family, and even children in the village. There were many firsts that we experienced at this home. And those are things that we would take for granted now. I remember the very first time we enjoyed looking at TV. This was the first home that got electricity in those days. And they would invite the children of the village over to come and sit and watch shows and whatever. And I remember Christmas time, we would come and sit and look at movies. And how they accommodated all of us in the little room, I still can't understand now. And it wasn't once a week, it was ever so often. Right? They had a big heart. My kaka and kaki had big hearts. Even my grandmother who lived here. And with electricity came many things. It came TV, it came the freezer, the ice cream shop would come in the village, we would get ice cream, we would buy a little stick, and entertainment came as well because my uncle had the bar and there was the jukebox. And I remember coming at times, and Lydia would take me, we spent a lot of time together. Come Nadia, let me punch a tune. And she would put in the coin, and she would select a tune, and we would listen to the songs. Another first we got was bathing in a shower. When Uncle built his big bathroom outside here, at that time there was a standpipe there. And it was where everybody would go and fill their water and whatever. It had the metivier grass, the boys would bathe behind that. We had to tote the water back home and bathe in the bathroom with the cup and the bucket. And now we enjoy the luxury of bathing in the shower here as well. Right, and this is one which I cherish the most. Clint, we have to do some work in this. Photography. Sometimes we live not too far away, 2 houses away, and suddenly you would hear, Kaka come with the camera, let's get ready for pictures. Now it was a photo shoot first. We had no time to go and dress and whatever, right? Put on shoes and whatever. And I have one picture which one of my brother blew up and gave to me. He sent it to me with his daughter. And in that picture, I was well prepared for that photo shoot. We sat in the lawn, it was about 8 of us, and we sat in the lawn, and when I look at the picture, I saw where I had pulled a piece of hair in front and braided it up quickly and pull it like this. So I was well prepared for that photo shoot. Now those are memories which we would cherish, and it tells us a lot about the family. Clint has that generosity and kindness in him as well, Lydia also, and it means that my uncle's legacy lives on in them. And that is a very good sign. Today, I say thank you, Kaka, for your contribution. Panditji, you say we are sending a Sparrow. I say we are sending a Raja when I saw the way my uncle was dressed today. And I thank you for your contribution. And you will always be a part of our memory all the time, tucked in our heart. And my wish for you is that when you knock at that door on Lord Krishna's abode, he welcomes you with open arms as you journey on. Thank you all very much.
Right, good morning everyone. Indeed it's a time of trial and bereavement. It's a time of sorrow in the family. My name is Kenron Applewhite. I'm here representing the Seventh-day Adventist Church, which is situated right opposite the High Road Hindu School. Alright, so on behalf of the church, let me first say condolences to the entire family and to all the friends and relatives, community members who show up here to support this morning. I know there are many who couldn't be here this morning, so I'm still saying, condolences to all of you. On behalf of my personal view, everybody here knows who's speaking on the mic, so I look at the whole family. I look at Mr. Sparrow himself, and I say Sparrow because he's commonly known as Sparrow. And a biblical principle, the Bible says a wise man leaves a foundation for his children. Amen? A wise man leaves a foundation for his children. And you can look at what he has accomplished in his time. And you can see Uncle Clint, who I myself worked for in times past, following and continuing the tradition of remaining wise and setting foundations. When you look at the family has been a icon in this community and has set a trend that many in the community should, take pattern after. We have a junction here named Sparrow Junction. Am I right? Anybody know this junction by any other name? This junction name is Sparrow Junction. And the contribution that they have given to this community in years past. I mean, somebody mentioned just now that they fall in the senior citizen category. Well, I have a little bald head, but I'm in the middle-aged category. And for my age, I have known this family and this company and this entire place to be a place of contribution to this community. In fact, we as a church has had many programs in this community and has received a lot of contribution and support from the same family. So, they have always been people who have been trying to support the community in growth and development. And that is something that, we all in this community could say thank you for. And I think everybody could come together and say a hearty amen for that, So this morning, yes, we sent off another one in the community, but he's not just a normal one. He has been an icon and an example to many of us. Amen? So thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
Okay, good to sit around everybody. Good morning. Well, plenty of you know me by the name of Tuffy, but I go as Rosa, that's my right name. I am one of the Seventh-day Adventists era, and I bring condolences to the family. I have known Uncle Sparrow. I never know him by his right name. Always Sparrow, always Uncle Sparrow. He and my brother were very, very close. I knew him I grew up in this village and I know him from a little girl. And I am one of the seniors. And, he used to come and pick up my brother nearly every day. They used to go out and land, they used to go to the beach, they go all over. My brother even has picture of him, but I have to look for it. I don't know what it is. So that's how I know Mrs. Sparrow. I always know him as Uncle Sparrow and no other name. So again, on behalf of myself, my family, and the church, condolences to the family.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sharice. I am the daughter of the eldest son, Kate. I think everybody forgets him. This is who they also call Sparrow, right? Honestly, if you look to the back of this, the picture in the middle here, right? I posted this a couple of days ago, and everyone went telling me, you look just like your grandfather. There's your twin. And it's true, because the more I look at it, even the picture in front, I was like, but wait now, I'm looking just like my grandpa boy. And it's me alive right now that I couldn't say goodbye to him when he was in the hospital. I tried, and I couldn't do it, but I'm here now, and I really will miss him. The relationship probably wasn't the closest, but I love my grandfather a lot. And there's one story that I was told from when I was younger, is that my brother, Shandon, Marcus born, and I believe Candace, they got like to pick and mango on the tree over there now. And Grandpa used to call me and say, well, it have cherry on the tree and it have mango on the tree. So I just feel like I probably was a favorite now, just say it. But all I want to say is, Grandpa, I love you, and I will definitely miss you. You were the last grandfather I had, and it's really sad that you're not here with us anymore and I can say goodbye to you.
God bless you, child. Thank you to all those who brought condolences and pay tribute to our beloved great father of this week. So my friends, I just want to end my sermon in 5 minutes, and then I will invite the two of the grandchildren who will be delivering Eulogy. There's a mantra that we oftentimes, everybody knows this mantra. Hindu stop maybe. Tvameva Mata. We say that, we mumble it at times, but we don't know what it means. It's in tribute to God. Do you know that most times when you say a mantra, like I would say Om Apavitra Upavitra, or we'd say Om Aladini Sugandhini. But when we say Tvameva Mata, we don't always say Om Tvameva Mata. Because Om has many meanings. One of the meanings is God. But we don't normally start that mantra. We say Tvameva Mata. Tvam means you. Meva means mine. So the word Tvameva means you are mine. Tvameva means you are mine. Tvameva Mata. What is Mata? Mother. Motherly force. Not just mother. Oftentimes I say in certain places, and so I come up from a family of 13 children. I am number 12. Had my eldest brother been alive, he would be 78 years old. My eldest sister, who is now the biggest in the family, the children, is going to be 76. We come from an old family. In fact, one of the sisters
ago, somebody spoke about, I think it was a niece, and she was saying about old folks and we belong to the old group and thing. You're right. Because when you see me and the family get together, it's like a geriatric center. We all have age. But sometimes you have big siblings, like one of my sisters especially, and I always say publicly, Arjoon, one of my big sisters, who stopped school and took care of the last 4 of us. She's like a mother. So those things, like you might have a cousin or uncle who played those kinds of roles, or auntie who played a mother role in your life, Tomeva Mata. That one who's like a mother to you is Tomeva Mata. So your first God is your mother, or those who play the role of a mother. And I say that to say, because in this day and age, you have people who just tell me, Baba, me and my mother don't saddle. Well, Papa, you're on a horse can't saddle yourself. You gone. The day you disrespect your mother, you'll never find God. And I speak to some of the younger folks, those teenagers and 14 and 17-year-old and 21-year-old who feel like they're big shot already. I am man, I buy car, I big thing. You're nobody. You're nobody. Mother is your first God. He says, Tomeva Mata, check, 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 and or then Pita Tomeva. Ji. Pita Tomeva. Then Pita. Pita is father or father figure or father force. It could be an uncle. The niece who spoke, she said they call him Papa. They are those who are instructive and instrumental in someone's life, like a father figure. They give you advice, they do this and that and the other. Yeah? So, second God is a father or father figure. And we must try to be father figures, responsible people when we go out there. I say it. Sometimes I go in a wedding, we call it Om Ganananta, Ganapati Boom, and marrying the 2 people here, and then open trunk and boss away in the trunk bit. In the creek, where you and I and Pa have to one lie down today in the boat, they go over there to disrespect the place. There's a time and place for everything under the sun. We must be good fathers. And you don't have to be a father to be a father. So Tomeva Mata, Chapita, that is second God, Pita, father. Who is the third God? Tomeva Bandhu. The word is Bandhu, not Bandhu. 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 Family, bloodline. Your brother and sister and uncle and they must stand responsibly. Today are nephew and niece and uncle doing all kind of thing. Smoking weed and uncle passing the chillum soap. You know, long time when I was young, I didn't know you so young. Pass the puchi on the left. Yeah. All the thing near now. Today we have a big issue with the use of marijuana in this country. We have many people who are using marijuana oil and vaping marijuana, no kind of thing, and feeling you're dead in. To name a bandhu, we must be responsible family. Cha? Tumeva bandhu cha? Cha what? Tumeva mata cha pita tumeva bandhu cha. Sakha. Not sakha. Sakha. Sakha means friend. You must be good friends. You must depend on people. I can depend on you as a friend. Not a friend who they say take one for the road and you're coming down 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning from way and crash way and below bridge and over bridge and all kind of thing. You must be a responsible friend. Whatever age you are. Ramayan speaks of being a good friend. That's for God. May I reach God yet? May I go Allah and Buddha and Krishna, nobody yet? Tumeva Mata, Chapita, Tumeva Bandhu, Chasakha. What is the 5th God? Next line. Tumeva Vidya. Then the 3rd line. Tumeva Vidya means consolidated knowledge. So when I speak here today, you must go back home and say, Baba taught 50-90. I pick up 2. And I will practice those 2. Those practice 2. One, set up a target, an aim. Aspire to something greater. You must have good thing. You go to the doctor, he gives you a medication, you come back home, you Google it and you read. Oh, the contraindications of this medication is cough. And I'm coughing. Doc, I'm coughing. He says, oh, no problem. There's another kind. I'll just do another prescription. You see, my friends, knowledge, wisdom. Tumeva Vidya. What's the next one? Tumeva Mata Chapita Tumeva Bandhu Chasakha Tumeva Vidya Janavinam Tumeva. You must have practice. You must set the example. We smoking and telling me, son, don't do this ain't good, right? I go on my house and a few years ago, the father telling me 13-year-old boy, tell me Baba Sikara, tell me Baba Sikara, tell me Baba Sikara. You just tell your son Sikara? I said, so they telling he to tell me Sikara. You're trying to impress me? You can't impress me. Practice what you preach. Have good practice at an example. Be an example. Verse 6, we reach God here. Verse 7. Tumeva Sarvam. Sarvam means all. God is everything else. God must be in everybody else. I live in Faizabad, some of you know, maybe school down there, they have practice. And I work in Forest, I'm an epidemiologist by trade. I study trends and patterns of disease. And I always see, I travel from Faizabad to Port Spain. If God forbid I run off the road one day, who's going to save my life? A child, son, on whose back will I die? African? A Chinese will run off force and save me? A Hindu? A Christian? But we want to condemn people. This religion better than that one better so. Come here and think, other God and good idol worship, this, that, and the other. When you reach out there, you have not like that, you know. Do not condemn people on their race, on their denomination, their ethnicity. Because you never know who will be a savior outside there. Do not condemn him today and expect him to save their life tomorrow. Like the 7th God, we reach God yet, son. Tumeva Mata, mother, father, family, friend. Knowledge, practice, example. Everything else. And what's the last few words in the mantra? Tumeva Mata Chitta, Tumeva Bandhu Chasakha, Tumeva Vidya Dravidam, Tumeva Sarvam. Mama, Deva. Deva means God. And Sanskrit Deva means perpetual and unendingness. Mean forever. Then God will come into your life. The day you disrespect your mother or father, you don't pay tribute to your family, you don't care about anybody, you don't help nobody, you don't give a child a copybook or beg a mouthful of food, you'll never find God. So
My wish for you is to find God and do the things of God. That's it. One thing I want to say again, children, is this last thing. And every place I see, I always stop this in 3 minutes. Be very mindful of what I'm going to say. It's part of my specialty. My expertise is in epidemiology and public health. So I speak 3 minutes of that in every service I have. The number one cause of death in this country, is called cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular. Out of every 3 people who die, 67% will die from a cardiovascular event. The second cause of death in this country is cancer. Almost on a fortnightly basis, I have somebody with brother, and I get diagnosed. It's number 2. What's the third one? The third one, cause of death in this country, is diabetes and its complication. From the time you hear the word diabetes, what's the first thing you think? Not sugar. Indian. Like me, you know. Like when God created Indian, like that the next thing. You know the next thing? Flower and aloo. So Indian like flower and aloo. What's the common thread in the tree? Cardiovascular, cancer, and diabetes and its complication. Risk factors. What put you at risk? Some? I tell you. If you go about America, risk factors survey for Trinidad and Tobago, the survey comes up. It's a 2000, I did it in 2011 for this country, I coordinated for the whole country, and the report was put on March 2012. What are the risk factors? Bad diet. You know, eating all kind of things that we ain't supposed to be eating or too much of it. 2, poor exercise. Physical activity, little bit. Every day, my friends, I keep my phone on me all the time. I can do 6,000 steps every day. Most days I do 7,000. Minimum. Try to get up and walk a little bit, do a little thing, kind of thing. 3rd, high sugar content. Too much of sweet drink and juice and pack this and pack, you know what? And fudge and caramel ball and roll and coffee and sugar plum and whole time eating and drinking sweet and sugar. Too much. 4th, too much of salt. Cut your salt intake by 40%, you cut your risk of a heart attack by 25%. 5th, obesity and overweight. We just did that survey in 2011. We did it in 2024, only last year. The report is not out as yet. We completed the survey in 2024. We have the preliminary report in September. Gone. And the report is going to come out soon. 67%, 2/3 of Trinidad and Tobago overweight. Like 2 out of every 3. And 2 more risk factors. Smoking. And some people, but I don't smoke, I just vape. Dummy, that's the same thing. Don't fool yourself. And the last one, son, is excessive alcohol use. Damages your liver. Liver produces a lot of enzymes and balances, but that's why you call it liver. You can't live without it. I beg you. So every place I go, see my brother here, my big brother here, he'll tell you, for 38 years now I'm preaching. Cut your sugar, cut your salt, cut your carbohydrates, and cut your laziness. and see how it goes. What's the most important one to cut? Sugar, salt, carbs, and laziness. Bring in a 5, 10, 95, 24. The most important one to cut, my beautiful brothers and sisters and children, is to cut your sugar. Alright? Learn to cut your sugar intake. And the easiest way to start cutting your sugar intake. When you watch at this bottle, it has 355 mils. That's like a bottle of water. Actually, it has 250 mils. And I want you to look at the sugar here. Total sugar, 51 grams. And anytime you look at a drink, I want you to look at the total sugar or total carbs, or you would see sugar, added sugar, like that. You'd see a gram, like 28 grams, 51 grams. Do you know what that means? I tell you. You take that number, 51, divided by 4. How much you get? 12 and 3 30. This thing here, and I'm showing it to the camera too. This thing here has 13 spoons of sugar. 1, 3. Actually has 7. A 600 ml Minute Maid juice has 15 and a half. A 20-ounce Coke has 13 and a half. Just like this. Right? And when you go to Starbucks, you say, can I have it ground in? Put up the ting, 21. Cut your sugar. Okay? Start by cutting the drink. God bless your hearts. I will now give way to Ashley and Clea to the Eulogy, and then we'll wrap up. I want to leave this house at about 5 to maybe 11, and we'll be there for 11:30. Good. God bless you. Thank you, Ashley and Clea.
When we actually to celebrate the life of our grandfather, Dharamraj Arjoon, better known as the well-known legend that he is, Sparrow. And we remember him as he lived full of love and laughter. This is his story, but it sounds like he lived many lifetimes in one. Grandpa was so special that he had 2 birthdays. The first birthday, on the day that he was born, May 31st, 1934. And the day that he was registered, 17th of June, 1934. It was always fun to celebrate his birthdays with him twice a year, because for us it was twice as much cake.
Grandpa may not have lived an easy life, but he definitely made it a lot better for everyone he cared for. By the age of 13, he had to leave Rosila Kinder School, but that never stopped him from doing any and everything. He soon picked up trade in mechanics and started working for Ross Mechanical Garage in San Fernando. And here was this man did. I'm sure that none of us could even imagine doing it these days. He used to ride his bike, yes, a bicycle, all the way from Mondesi to San Fernando. And this wasn't any old biker. He named it Anna and even put a sticker on it with the name Anna. That was just Grandpa making simple things always feel important. He was always taking care of his vehicles and making sure it was always spotless and fixed up. His other job was a memorable one. Driving taxi is where he met his sweetheart, Grandma Miriam. But again, this didn't come easy to him. As he didn't have his own car yet, he used to drive taxi for his brother-in-law till he realized he wanted his own freedom and to make his own money. So he went to his brother Dharamraj, the silver fox, to help him buy his first car. And if anyone remembers, it was the nicest car in the whole road, in all of Mondesi.
a sky blue Pontiac. And whenever you see him, he would always be cleaning or shining something in his car. He loved it a lot and took pride in all his cars. And that was just the beginning. He bought a lot more cars down the line, like 2 Zephyrs, a Royal Saloon, and as a gift, a Mazda MX-6 from his son's Benz.
Now, remember we said that this was the start of his love story. He was actually the taxi driver for Grandma Muriel, while she was going to school right from Delay Road to Knox Schools. So it's all the time they spent together in the car. They hit it off really quickly, got married in their early 20s, and raised their 4 kids together. They were a power couple, both provided and caring. He was a good role model and father to his children. He really loved Grandma Muriel. There was a time that she traveled in another car, and he sped across the creek and blocked the road of cars and insisted she came in his car, which is absolutely crazy for me to hear. There is no other car he wanted her in but his own. He knew since then that she was the one for him. There are so many stories of both of them together that I can bring up, but long story short, they both lived the rest of their lives together.
Apart from our grandfather being a taxi driver, he was also a photographer, as mentioned before, with his own studio, and he used to take on various wedding jobs for his community. He always loved helping and engaging in his community, and he did so in a lot of ways. The road we know as Mondesi Road used to be a track, and there was no electricity.
My grandfather, along with all the other villagers, cleared trees
and brought electricity to Mondesi. So when this was brought, he was the owner of the very first TV in Mondesi. And at the time, there was a popular show that played every Saturday called Mastana Bahar. And Grandpa would invite everyone in the community to come watch the show together with him. And also, in his teenage years to early 20s, he was a top-notch captain of the Mondesi Road Cricket Club as a left-hand bowler and batsman, although he was predominantly right-handed.
Around this time, he was given the name Sparrow. I never knew exactly where he got that nickname from or even why this junction was named after him. So apparently, it was from a popular song at the time, if anyone remembers the song Jean and Diana, sung by the mighty Sparrow. Not our Sparrow, but another Sparrow. There was a line that said, the Yankees won and Sparrow take over now. And since Grandpa was always a sharp-dressed man and always kept himself neat, it was like he was taking over Mondesi. Therefore, his friends always made that statement, and it stuck onto him.
And just as a little throwback, this house used to be an old 2-story wooden house, but in 1969, he converted it into concrete and renovated it for himself. That's when he and the community started the whole transformation of Mondesi. In the early 70s, his mother used to own a small parlor right next to the house here. And he later turned it into a haberdashery. Later on, he also turned it into Sparrow's drive-in, grocery, restaurant, and bar. That's why this junction is now known as Sparrow Junction. And as usual, always being an innovator, he obtained his own contract for his new business, Arjoon and Sons Limited, as a general contractor. After this, he propelled to even greater heights, when he was the first person to introduce possible saturated steam to steam oil wells in Trinidad. He then realized that the oil field was making a lot of money, so he expanded into different types of work, got a good oil contract in 1977, and closed the bar in 1979. Grandpa was always passionate about agriculture, so this led him to planting all sorts of vegetation, not only planting, but mining animals too. He loved to take care of whatever he could.
I remember my cousin Clinton telling me that he used to go with Grandpa to feed the animals, in which he really enjoyed to do it. From fishes to any and everything with legs he owned. And the best part was that he was selfless. He never sold any of his goods to the villagers in the community. He would just give it away. Again, always serving his community however he could. And every day, children would get fresh milk from his cattle at no cost, because that's just the kind of person that he was. He worked in the oil industry until retirement in 2005. After accomplishing more in one lifetime than anyone else could, he didn't stop it. Continuously for over 20 years, he hosted all 4 stimulants, political meetings, and even hosted Christmas parties for children in the area. Sponsored toys and snacks and held all of them in this very compound. He lived peacefully surrounded by his family and the people that he loved until the day 11th of March 2025. He will be remembered not only as a father, grandfather, uncle, or brother, but as a positive influence of the Arjoon family that we can all look up on to success and wealth. And this wealth not meaning money, but our large and still close family that he created and brought together, creating so many cherishing memories with that we can all look back on and reminisce. Thank you, Grandpa, for everything, and may your amazing, kind, enthusiastic soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
Blessings, my beautiful children. Nice, really nice words. So he had many portfolios, really, really nice. It speaks of ambition, but it also speaks of survival. So that is nice. So my friends, before I close, what I would do is to ask that you twinkle with the vote of thanks at the end. I want to ask you to stand with me for closure. I'll do a couple lines of 2 or 3 bhajans, just a verse each, and then we close with Gita Dhyanam and closing prayer, and then until we do needful. Then we make our way out of the home, but we have a final viewing as well out of the home. So my friends, whilst I do this couple lines of bhajan, we do have some flowers at Papa's foot. If you wish to come up and do a view or put a flower, you are welcome to do so now. Bhajans. मत कर तो अभिमान रे बंदे झूठी तेरी शान रे मत कर तो अभिमान माया का अंधकार निराला बाहर जला भीतर काला माया का अंधकार निराला बाहर जला भीतर काला इसको तू पहचान रे बंदे मत कर तू अभिमान means don't अभिमान means egoistic, it means false pride, it will also mean mindless. You mustn't be mindless, be mindful. You see, don't be mindless, don't be egoistic. You're not better than me and I'm not better than you. मत कर तू अभिमान माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी कितना प्यार जताती है कितना प्यार जताती है श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती पग पग प्राण बचाती है कितना प्यार जताती है कितना how much God love welfare jatati convey how much blessings of love and looking after your welfare did God convey unto you and how much do you give back to God how much do you give back in God's name in God's will in God's wish in God's word learn to give back unto God in God's name kitna pyar jatati hai my friends let me now close with the Gita Dhyan. I ask the boys to take a flower and to come my dad again. And those of you who have lost someone, whether last month, 10 months, 2 years, 20, 25 years, 50 years, it don't matter. If you lost mama, papa, mother, nana, brother, child, whatever, say it with me. Om Krishnaya Govindaye Namo Namaha. This is our dedication to Sri Krishna and it's called Gita Dhyanam. Om Partaya Pratibodhikam Bhagavatanarayane Nama Swayam Vyasena Krititam Purana Munina Madhe Mahabharata
सुधामी भगवती गीते भवानी श्री नमोस्तुते व्यास विशाल मुखे फुलारनेत्र यत्पत्रनेत्र येनातो या भारत दैव पूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमया प्रदीपः प्रपण पारिजाताय प्रोत्रवेतरे कपाणे ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतं दुहे नमः सर्व उपनिषदो गावो दुग्धगोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवासुतं देवं हंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मदुरो नाटकाचे चला गंधार्वनिलोत्पल शल्यग्राहवती कृतिनभरणी कर्णेना विलापुला अश्वत्थामविकर्ण घोरमकर दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोतगना खवपंकरेण नंदी कैवर्तका केशवाः पारासरे वचस्सरो जमलं गीतांतरं भोकटं नानाज्ञानकेसरं हरिकथा संबोधना भूरितां लोके सज्जनशत्पय अहरहापे प्रियमानमुदा भूयद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमला प्रध्वंसिना श्रीयसे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दं माधवं यं ब्रह्मावरुणेन्द्ररूपमर्धहस्तं दन्ति दिव्यैस्तरैः वेदैः साङ्गपराक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ज्ञानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तरविदुःसुरासुरगणः देवाय तस्मै नमः प्रेम से बोलो श्री कृष्ण भगवान की praises be to God. Closing prayer. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलो महाविष्णु भगवान की जय, श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय सीताराम, जय जय सीताराम। आप लोग आसन लीजिए, please have a seat. Those who did not get a chance to view the body, now we will be in a minute and a half. I asked my beloved brother, my son, take a seat to make your way to view Baba. Yes, all.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Arjoon family, we would like to thank firstly God for granting our grandfather a full successful life. 90 is a milestone that only we would also like to thank Pandita Kamesh Sharma for his touching words and guidance during the service. Your compassion and sensitivity have offered us solace as we navigate our grief. We would like to thank Uncle Rampoon, Uncle Tillman for sharing early memories of our grandfather's life stories with us, reminding us of the joy he brought into our lives.
We'd like to thank all those who supported us with their time, efforts and refreshment. We appreciate the generous contributions of everyone who helped us in our time of mourning. Special thanks to rather county members of staff of the Loving Care Senior Citizen Home who cared for Grandpa in the later stages of life and ensured that his stay at their establishment was second to none, especially Ms. Lydia for making the effort for availability for all our grandfather's home visits. We would also like to thank the doctors and staff at the San Fernando General Hospital for doing their best with our grandfather.
We would also special thanks to Mr. Carla Morgan and his team at Das Funeral Home for their services and guidance during this difficult time. Thanks to the staff at Trinidad Temperance Limited for their assistance in preparing the house of mourning and the many other roles they played. Thanks to Mr. Vibhor Bhagwan Singh for providing the PA system. Thanks to Ms. Sally of Lion Sounds for providing the mic services. Thanks to Mr. John of As You Wish Studios for their live streaming services. Thanks to Nicholas and Rashan for building the box.
We'd like to thank our family and friends who have been a source of strength and support during this difficult time. Your unwavering love has been a comfort not only to one another, but also to all of us who mourn the loss of the great individual known as Sparrow.
While some may accumulate material riches, The greatest gift you can give to someone is the gift of your time. That makes memories of a lifetime. Lastly, the love we share will help to carry Sparrow's legacy forward. We gather here to honor and remember the late Dharamraj Arjoon. We would like to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for being here today. Your presence is a testament to the love and respect we all share for Sparrow. May he rest in peace.
Okay, folks, blessings. Well put together, fellas. Those who will be joining us at the Mosquito Creek, we follow the hearse and the mic safely. And those who will be going on to your next destination, be safe and be good. I love you. Till God bring us together again. See you around.
You're good shot, huh?
Have you got any son of
That is today.
That's so long. I
ओम विष्णु रे विष्णु ओम नमः परमात्मने श्री पुराण पुरुषोत्तम अध्यात्म ब्रह्मणि वेदवाद कल्पे वैवस्वतामन्वन्तरे अष्टविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिप्रथम चरणे भूलोके जम्बूद्वीपवरवतारि मुक्तां संवत्सरे ईश्वरपिण्डपरिदानं निमित्तः देवताओं इष्टपिण्ड देवताओं पिण्डदानं मया देते तव प्रतिष्ठतां विष्णुचरणं समर्पितम् ओम श्री यम द्वारि महागौरी दीपम समर्पयामि यम द्वारि महागौरी दीपदानं मया देते तव प्रतिष्ठतां धर्मराज नाम प्रत्यस्य अर्जुन कुल ही कश्यप गोत्र दीपम समर्पयामि कृष्णपिंड परिधानम मया देते तवोपतिष्ठ समर्पितम राम नाम सत्य है राम नाम सत्य है राम नाम सत्य है ओम पिता प्रेतस्य जीवात्मा ओम अनामि निधनो देवाः शंख चक्र गदाधरः अक्षय पुंडरीकाक्ष प्रेतमुक्ष प्रदो भवः ओम अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीं मन्वत्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवति गीते भवाद्वेषिणीं नमोस्तुते व्यासविशालबुद्धिमानविनायकपत्परमेतर तेना त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमया प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्तरैकपाणिः सचानंदवर्धनम देवकी परमानंदम कृष्ण वंदे जगद्गुरु विष्णुतरुणा कथा जय चर्यग्रासपतिकृतेन हन्निकर्णिनादिलाकुला अश्वत्थाम विकर्ण घोरमकर दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सुचरना खलु पंडरैरन्नदी कैवर्तका केशवाः पाराशर्यवचस्सनोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोकटं नानाज्ञानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितां लोके सज्जनशल्परै आहरः पीपीयमानं मुदां भारतपङ्कजं कविमलाप्रध्वंसिना श्रीयसी मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधव ॐ पिताश्रीणां प्रीतस्य धर्मराजनां प्रीतस्य अर्जुन कुलहि कश्यपपुत्रः चौथं किन्दुपरिधानं मया देते तवोपतिष्ठतां विष्णुचरणं समर्पितं जलदानं नमस्कारं ओम श्रीयं द्वारि महागौरी दीपं समर्पयामि मया देते तवोपतिष्ठतां विष्णुचरणं समर्पितं धर्मराजनां प्रेतस्य अर्जुन कुलहि कश्यपपुत्रः चौथं किन्दुपरिधानं मया देते तवोपतिष्ठतां विष्णुचरणं समर्पितं रामनाम सत्य रामनाम सत्य रामनाम ओम पिताश्री प्रेतस्य जीवात्मा ओम नमो ब्रह्मण्य देवाय गोब्राह्मण हिताय च जगत्किताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः अनामि निधनो देवाः शंखचक्र गदाधरः अक्षय पुंडरीकाक्ष प्रेतमुक्ष प्रदोभवः एकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधव यम्रहमावरुणेन्दरु यूर्वर्मर्तभस्कुन्दन्ति दिव्यैस्तवे वेदै Come up. I yourself at first. Well, let's go one more time. ओम विष्णु नमः परमात्मने पुराण पुरुषोत्तमाध्याय श्री ब्रह्मणो नित्य पिंगाला संवत चैतमासे कृष्ण पक्षी श्री द्वितीय तिथि धर्मराज नाम प्रीतस्य जीवात्मा शांति कल्याण अर्जुन कश्यप गोत्र पंचम पिंड परिधानम मया दीति तव प्रतिष्ठितां विष्णु चरणं समर्पितामि ओम श्री यम द्वारि महागौरे दीपम समर्पयामि यम द्वारि महागौरे दीपदानं मया दीते तव प्रतिष्ठितां विष्णु चरणं समर्पितं यम द्वारि महागौरे दीपं समर्पयामि यम द्वारि महागौरे दीपं समर्पयामि यम द्वारि महागौरे दीपदानं मया दीते तव प्रतिष्ठितां विष्णु चरणं समर्पितं यम द्वारि महागौरे दीपं समर्पयामि यम द्वारि महागौरे दीपदानं मया दीते तव यम द्वारि महागौरी दीपं समर्पयामि ओम पिताश्री प्रेतस्य जीवात्मा
front, you come right there. Jenny. There's no fitting in it. You're watching all on right behind and all kinds of straight to the every time I read the book, that's good.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Magnim Avahanam Samarpayami. Om Kravyada Namaha. Yada Namaha. Let me make about 56 here. Om Lom Vyayah Swaha. Tvache Swaha. Om Lohitaya Swaha. Medo Vyayah Swaha. Mamse Vyayah Swaha. Snayu Vyayah Swaha. Astavyayah Swaha. Majjabhyayah Swaha. Retase Swaha. Payave Swaha. Ayasaya Swaha. Prayasaya Swaha. Sanyasaya Swaha. Vyasaya Swaha. Ujhasaya Swaha. Shuche Swaha, Shochate Swaha, Shochamanaya Swaha, Shokaya Swaha, Tapase Swaha, Tapyate Swaha, Tapyamanaya Swaha, Taptaya Swaha, Dharmaya Swaha, Nishkrityai Swaha, Prayaschityai Swaha, Veshajaya Swaha, Yammaya Swaha, Antakaya Swaha, Mrityave Swaha, Brahmane Namaha Swaha, Brihaspatyayi Swaha, Vishwabhyo Devebhyo Swaha, Yava Prativibhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Idam Shri Agni Devta Kravyada Namaskaran Samarpayami. Om Agnaye Kravyada Namaha. Kravyada Namaha. Om Shri Kravyada.
Listen to my right. One allow you to wait. Come so watch. You have 5 people.
Om Namo Namaste Govinda Purana Parushotam Nijam Shradam Hrishikesham Rakshatam Sarvato Dishaha Purya Rakshatu Vadha Agnayam Gadudvajjaha Dakshine Padmanavastu Naivitam Madhusudanaha Paschime Chaiva Govinda Vaya Vayatu Janardanaha Urdham Rakshatu Bhata Yando Anantascha Rakshatu Evam Dashadishu Janardanaha Om Sri Krishnaya Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopaya Kumaraya Govindaya Namaha आगच्छः देवी देवी शक्तिजुराशि क्रियामानं मया पूजितं ज्ञानपरमेश्वरम् ॐ रम्यं शिशोधनं दिव्यं सर्वसौख्याकरं शुभम् आसनं च मया दत्तं ज्ञानपरमेश्वरम् कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालु तं गतिर्भवः संसारनाथमग्नानं प्रसिद्धपुरुषोत्तम् अनादिनदनो देवाः शङ्खचक्रगदाधरः अक्षयपुण्डरीकाक्षप्रेतमोक्षप्रदो भवः प्रेतमोक्षप्रदो भवः नारायणाय नमः भगवते वासुदेव कृष्णाय नमः गोविन्दाय नमो नमः गोविन्दाय नमो नमः Let's go on this side. Pass it. Leave it right. On this side. Leave it right. So it's salt, right? That's how you feel salt. Right? So when you go home, Premji will help you. Plant a bush grass, it's like a kalsan, and you will make a pinda. That pinda has to put on the ground. So you also find a pinda with it. A pinda with a cup of water, and then you will take this bottle of tissue and you will do tilanji. So give up. So you put the pinda first, cup of water, and then you do the tilanjali so, right? So let hold it in the left hand, let fall in your right hand. What can you put there? Oh, same just so home, right? Okay, okay, can you so, yeah, correct. Om Shri Pitashri means father. Pritasya, he has traveled, he left the body, he is going to the heavens. Pitashri Pritasya Jivatma Shanti Kalyanam Maya Dete Tabo Patishtatam. The next one. Pitashri Nam Pritasya Jivatma Shanti Kalyanam. You can offer easily like one bottle at a time, right? So you do one today, one tomorrow morning, and then you go complete the ashes. If you look at how walk up and down, so one this afternoon you reach home, then you bathe and thing and relax in the evening. Tomorrow morning you offer one and try to reach our service every 15 and thing and clear your ashes, right? Bring will help you and all the instructions on the pass and one funeral rites to go see clearing of the ashes. Really easy, everything, right? The bucket and thing, got a thing. So it's a little bit is not only take out one kalsa. Then we walk in the water. But the rest is just going in the water. Yeah, when our boots in fact, you have thing they don't get caught and thing there. Make sure you don't get caught. When a shoe, a slipper, a crocs, you know, boots and like that. Right? Then you have to go far, about a foot inside the water, just over your shin there, turn so. And you go face so it's so. So when you go in the water, they walk in, so you turn so, and you do your thing down there. Clear your ashes and thing, right? All the instructions, the paper you could always call me, right? Good. Take out all the ring, fellas. Use the knot for the God bless all your heart. This will be some good deeds. Baba will continue to guide all this.
I'll call it.
Yeah. Use the knot in your ring, fellas. God bless you, Prem. Sit down, fellas. Bye-bye.
Last person. Buat second. Nama boleh, nama ada.
She